YouTube, what is up? It is time for Pickems. This is the place to be if you want to know what not to pick, because we are 2 out of 8. This is by far the worst Pickems I've ever done. I'm looking over here. I can't believe there's people that have done worse than me. It's wild out here. We're still somehow in like the 40 to 50%. Near the bottom, obviously, but people are out here going for heavy underdogs, more than me. 2 out of 8, worst Pickems ever. Let's keep it going. But I'm not going to I'm going to purposely still go for who I actually believe is going to win, just because it would just mess everything up if I'd changed it. So we've got T1 against DRX. T1 have always played. DRX played. This will be the 3rd time this year. This was the best of 3. They banned Pearl. This won't happen again. I do not think. I think they're gonna ban Lotus to have the best chance here, to be honest. That's pretty much where I'm at. I just think DRX have a better map pool across the board. I'm only really feeling confident when I watch T1 on the double duelist comps when Meteor is playing ISO, which is not many maps, Lotus and Haven. So they'll probably pick Haven again as well. So DRX coming in strong, heavy map pool with this one. And I just think they have their number. I'm going to keep going with it. It would be mad if T1 managed to pull this off, but I just think map pool wise, I don't know where T1 can do it other than Haven, really. So DRX heavily in control, I think. So we'll be going with them. Yeah, I'm pretty confident with this one, but again, we'll see. T1 were looking a lot better today and just more of a unit. So if they can bring that into those other maps where they're not playing the ISO, then maybe they can win this one out. Then we got Liquid to G2, and I've looked into the map pool of this, and this is, I don't want to build this one up too much. This is looking alright for Liquid. It is looking alright for Liquid. So we got minus Bind or Haven is pretty much where I think G2 have to go with it. And then I think Liquid have to minus Pearl or Lotus, and one of them's getting picked. So we're probably going to go to a 3rd map. But when I actually look at the maps, I think Liquid have a good amount of options. They could pick Abyss, they could pick Bind, they could pick Haven if Bind or Haven doesn't get banned. I think they have a really, really good shot at this. The only map, dude, I can't actually go against G2 here, can I? Because when I'm looking at the maps, Fracture, I think both of them have a poor Fracture, really. But I might even be tempted to say that G2 got it. I think, okay, what I think is going to happen is I think Fracture is actually going to be 3rd. Nah, I don't think Fracture would be 3rd map. I think Liquid will still 2nd ban it. I'm not sure. It would be so tempting to let it float. But I think G2 would have, on the time that they've had off from yesterday, they probably would have got a default. So as much as this sounds mad, I would say that G2 would actually be favored on Fracture. Then we got Abyss, I would say is Liquid. Then we got Bind, I would say is Liquid. And again, these are more just like 60-40s, kind of nothing too crazy on this. Honestly, Abyss would be very close. Maybe Abyss is like a 45. And then we got Bind. Liquid's Bind look pretty good, and I think the G2's Bind doesn't look good. So that's a 60-40. What else have we got here? Lotus. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to give G2 a 70 here. I don't think 70-30. Then we got Pearl. I would probably give G2 an 80% here. Not going to lie. If I'm looking at how their Pearl's been playing out. So they're definitely getting rid of one of these, is where I'm at. And then we kind of get to the rest of the map pool. Split. Liquid split's pretty good. G2 split isn't too bad as well. So this might even be a 50-50. Maybe I'll be tempted to say a 55 to Liquid. Question mark. Let's put this as a 50-50. But I honestly think I would probably favor Liquid a little bit from what I've seen. And then Haven, which is Liquid's map also. And when you look at the second maps like this, it's pretty close. It is pretty close. This should be a banger game. It has so much potential. It has so much potential. I am not sure where to go. I think I go G2. Just purely because I said that at the beginning they were going to win this tournament. And I normally like to just back whatever I said at the beginning. But man, I think Liquid have a good chance. And I think the only way the Liquid really mess up is if they get Fracture third map. But then, all I'm counting on with the Fracture is that G2 fix their Fracture. Because if we actually go off of what we've seen, you would say that Liquid are maybe like 55-45% to win it. Because G2 Fracture, I mean, they don't have much of a default on attack over towards A main, it felt like. And I think you could just copy paste what EDG did with the stacks. So yeah, I'm gonna go G2 just purely. Wait, do I try and redeem? Do I go for the redemption here? The redemption arc and somehow get into the top 10. It's still early in the tournament. I could somehow get a top 10% if I went Liquid and they won. Everyone would flame me if they lost. As in if Liquid lost, they would say that I'm cast. I gotta go with G2 just because I said I would at the beginning. But I'm telling you, this has so much potential to be a close game. It really, really does. I've had to do a lot of thinking about it. I would love to know what the third map is, and I think Liquid are kind of in control as to where they want it as well. Let me know in the comments. Honestly, I imagine most of you have gone for DRX. Let me know in the comments who is a Liquid believer, because I do think the map pool is there on this. I really do. I think they match up well. I think you're probably getting rid of Pearl or Lotus, and you're tanking one map. You're probably a map down. But then the chances to win the other maps looking all right, especially when, let's put this in. Honestly, this is a 60-40. And again, I think I'm being harsh, not giving them the split here as well. Let me know in the comments. What is the third map, first of all, and who's a Liquid believer? Because I think it's going to be close. Someone flamed me for my Pickems. This is the worst Pickems I've ever done. Everyone just comment with fraud? I think that's what we're going to do on this one. For sure, a fraud. Let's stick with G2 DRX. Super excited for the games tomorrow. Tune into my stream. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching, and like and subscribe. All right, peace.